Hi, good morning everybody. This is Jessica, certified life coach and owner of Endless Possibilities Life Coaching Services. So today I want to talk to you guys about a specific topic that I see come up a lot in doing the coaching that I do with individuals and even in business practices. So I want to talk to you guys today about triggers. So some of you may have heard this, but I'll just identify what a trigger is so that we can make sure that all the understanding is there. So a trigger is something that is outside of yourself. So a person, a place, a situation, and that trigger does something, and in that action of doing, it becomes a trigger when it signals up an immediate knee-jerk reaction within your mind, within your emotions, and that reaction becomes very powerful, very potent. So we can have positive triggers, which are things that are great to identify and increase in our life. And then there's negative triggers. And those are the things that can derail our day, our emotions, our mentality, and can actually even go as far as taking us away from the intended actions that we want to support the character and quality of who we are as a person. So triggers have a very potent, very impactful of effect on our life. So I'm going to tell you guys a 3-step process that you can do to start identifying and redirecting triggers. So this is one of the more difficult skill sets that I do teach because they're so complicated, they're so interlayered, and there's a lot of work that is beneficial to do in identifying why it's triggering you so much, because the goal is that the outside world doesn't affect your inside integrity. But triggers are there, and the holiday season is coming up when I'm filming this and releasing this, so I want to at least give you guys some tips and tools. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to look at what it is that triggers you. The person, the place, the situation, the song, the smell, the whatever it might be. We can't even begin to start becoming proactive and working to redirect and manage our triggers if we don't really truly know what it is that is setting us off. So that's the first thing that we need to do. Then the second important piece is looking at how do you respond to that trigger? Do you get reactive in the way of becoming aggressive and shouting, yelling, kind of storming off? Do you shut down? Do you go in and internalize it and start getting that negative dialogue and negative emotions directing your day or, the situation? What happens within yourself or to yourself when you become triggered? And you need those 2 pieces to be able to do the third step. And the third step is to create 2 or 3 different ways of responding. So here's the biggest thing about triggers. Triggers are the only control we have in triggers is how we respond to it. So if you work with me or see other videos on this, I talk about becoming proactive versus reactive to triggers. So the control is in the proactive piece, the pre-planning, the pre-thought, the decision to say, I cannot control this triggering effect. I can't control what this person does. I can't control the way the smell affects me. I can't control different things that are happening outside of me, but I absolutely can take control and do work and change the way I'm showing up in those triggers. And what we do when we do that is we are actually redirecting our relationship to the trigger. If it's a negative trigger, it may never become something that we enjoy or want to be around or experience, but it absolutely can be something that just floats on by and no longer gets a reaction. And in reality, the more that we practice this, the more that this becomes our approach to life experiences, we really start to then have a buffering around new and difficult things that come up to trigger us. And also, we now have a relationship to how triggers work, and we can actually build and expand on the positive ones. So, like I said, this is a very complicated kind of factor in our human condition, and it affects and ripples out to many different areas. But the core piece is to start getting a handle and taking control of the things that trigger you. So identify what the triggers are, how do you respond to them, and then think of 2 to 3 different positive ways that you could react to those triggers so that you can be proactive the next time they come up instead of being reactive and losing your sense of control in yourself or the situation. So I hope that you found this video useful. If you did, please like, subscribe to my channel. I'm an active working coach. I do action coaching programs and a lot of speaking events and trainings and things like that. So sometimes it takes a little bit to take some time away to do these videos, but I definitely enjoy it. And if you like what you're seeing, please support the channel and subscribe. Until next time, bye.